Guys, what is up? In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to make the effect that you just saw on screen, inspired by Neeqs and Spixy. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, for some of you editors out there, this effect may look a little bit intimidating, but it's really not all that, I promise. All you have to do is just follow me step by step, and I will teach you exactly how to make the effect. So right now, we're here in the project file. And basically what we're going to do is pick out our song. So for me, the song is Shoot, as you heard in the intro. I'm just going to copy and paste that over, but all you have to do is just take your song and mark the beat drop and go ahead and split it on the beat drop. Once you split it on the beat drop, you want to split it at a good point where you want the song switch, or the song stop, to start rather. Next, all you want to do is just right click on this, go to fade type, and just make it the third one down. And yeah, that's basically your song setup. Then, in order to do the reverb effect, what you need to do is go ahead and drag your song up, zoom in, take out all these fades so that there are no fades remaining, and then go ahead and click these three dots right here, click track effects, apply some reverb by clicking this and then selecting reverb, and then go to presets. It should be on untitled by default, I believe. You just want to set it to cathedral, and that will make it that nice deep reverb sound. So once you have the song set up, from here on it is pretty simple since I did most of the work for you guys. What you need to do is you need to grab your clip. So I'm actually just going to remove everything from this clip so that I can get a fresh clip to show you guys with. So you want to just grab your clip and go ahead and drag this end back until it touches where you want it to start, after the transition obviously. Then what you want to do is you want to go to the impact, which would be right here, and go ahead and go 6 frames back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, what you want to do is you want to split the clip there. Make sure it's a nice frame where you can see a clear spot where you want to cut out. For me, it's pretty simple. It's just going to be this peanut butter edit. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and look at your reverb. Look at where it starts. Mark the start of it. And drag your clip back to the start of it. You can then delete the front of it if you would like. And that's pretty much the clip set up. And now we just need to add velocity. In order to do that, we drag this clip out, go ahead and insert remove envelope, put a marker there, go a couple frames back. I just went 7 frames back for this example, and keep the 7 frames back 100 and keep this frame at 0. So it should just stop, and then it'll resume at the end here. Now what you want to do is add velocity to the kill. So for this velocity, what I did was I went 2 frames back and then 3 frames back. So I will show you that. You want to add a point on the kill. Go 2 frames back. Go 3 frames back from that. Go back to the kill. Go 3 frames forward and add a marker. Keep in mind you can also do this with Twixtor, but if you are doing it with Twixtor, go ahead and render it out so that none of the effects collide essentially. Now what you want to do is you want to go here, set the velocity to 50% forward velocity. Go to this point right here, set it to 50%. Then what you want to go ahead and do, set this to slow fade, and you could either set this marker to fast fade or leave at smooth fade. I'm gonna leave at smooth fade for now. Go ahead and set this marker to 333 on the impact. So once you do that, you have your velocity all set up, and now it's just a matter of applying the effects needed. So unfortunately, you will have to manually do these effects because they do vary from clip to clip and song to song. So unfortunately, you will have to manually do these, and there isn't a way I can make a perfectly keyframed preset for you guys, but it is pretty simple, so all you have to do is follow along. Go and split the clip on the 0% velocity marker, drag this clip up, And then go ahead and click this event pan crop tool. Once you do that, you want to drag it out so that it's nice and big where you can see everything. Click on mask, enable it. Zoom in. Click on this little tool right here. It's called an anchor creation tool. And just go ahead and mask everything out. So you can mask everything out by yourself. What I will do is I will just take the mask app already created. So I'll just remove all the effects for you guys so that you can see what it looks like. This is what it will look like. It will have a black screen here. If it doesn't, what you need to do is click on this little pointer tool and go ahead and click this minus symbol. And then it should have the black void on the clip. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and just mask out another frame basically. So for this mask, it will be a little bit more simple. So what you want to do is just delete this. You want to copy it down, by the way. If you didn't know how I did that, I just pressed Control and dragged it down. You just want to press delete on that, and then go ahead and grab your square tool and just make a square mask so that it covers all the black space. So you just want to make sure it covers everything. Yup, that looks just about right. And then make sure this frame is at the very beginning. So you want to delete the first frame. Go ahead and drag this frame all the way if it isn't like this the entire way through. Now it is like this the entire way through. So now what you want to do is just get started on the background effect. So in order to do that, what you need is, first of all, you need some blur mode curves and BCC posturized time. You want to grab your blur mode curves. So we can just go in here, type in blur mode curves, apply it to the bottom track. Keep in mind this is the track, this is the background track that will be moving. Once you do that, you want to click on Shift X. Go ahead and go however many frames you want forward. Ideally, it should be towards the end. So you want to go like right about here, I would say, about 4/5 of the way through. And just set the Shift X to a pretty low value. For this clip, I'll be setting it to -8. I would say it's a pretty good value. And then set this to slow fade. And go ahead and click the wrap X, set it to reflect. Click the wrap Y, set it to reflect. So then you will have something like this essentially. Once you have something like that, what you want to do is go ahead and set this to slow fade if you haven't already, and then go to the very end and double click on this. Once you do that, you want to locate where you see the 0.8 over here, right click, set to fast fade, and then it should stop, and basically it will stop towards the end. If you do not like how abruptly it stops, you can always move this keyframe closer up and move this one a little bit farther back. Let's see how that looks. Alright, that looks a little bit better. We can always just move it back a little bit more. Let's go and replay this. That looks pretty good to me. I'm actually gonna move this up a little bit, and that looks good. So now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take some BCC posturized time, basically. So just look it up, BCC posturized time, and you want to apply it to the clip. Go here, click on frame separation, go to where the middle marker is on the blur mode curves. Make this 5. Go to the very end, make it 1. Go to the beginning, make it 1, and then go ahead and set it to slow fade and fast fade. Once you do that, you should have something like this. Once you have that, what you want to do is you want to now apply effects to this top tab, the top layer. So what you want to do for that is, as you can see here, I just have some blur mode curves and hue saturate. So for the blur mode curves, all you really need to do for this is click on Z-dist and rotate if you would really like to, but I will not mess around with rotate right now. Just gonna use Z-dist. Go to zoom into 0.833. That's a pretty good value for this clip. Go towards the end, and then set it to back to 1. We could drag it a couple frames out. Set this to slow fade. Set this to fast fade. Go ahead and do the same thing for the bottom clip. We are almost done with this effect. Now all we need to do is add a skin glow, add a background, and just add some extra effects that'll make it look a little bit better, add more motion to it, essentially. So what you want to grab now is just some hue sat bright. Apply it to the top clip first, or just the top clip, not even the background clip. You just want to apply it to the top clip. Go to saturation, keyframe that. Go to about where you started your blur mode curves. Turn the saturation down until the background is contrasted with the clip enough to where it looks good, basically. You can just go to the very end and set it back to 1, and that looks good. So now what you want to do is you want to copy this clip up again. Go ahead and insert remove envelope. Remove all these effects. Go to pan crop, delete all this mask, and just outline the character. You want to go ahead and outline the character with your masking tool so that we can make a nice skin glow. So this is only 1 frame, so you do not need to import it into After Effects. So that is good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all of that. So we have all our effects removed, and now what'll happen is you'll see how to make the skin glow. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and copy up your blur mode curves. So go here, go ahead and copy them up. So go like that. Sorry, that's the hue sat bright. Go here, go like that. Apply your blur mode curves. Like that. 2 frames from the end. Set it like that. Go ahead, fast fade, slow fade, and yeah, that is your skin. Now you need to add the actual glow. So what you can do for the actual glow is actually a good amount of things. You can make it unique in your own way. But what I did is I just added dissolve luma, where you can find that in the transitions tab. You just add dissolve luma, fade it in, and then fade this clip out without dissolve luma. Once you do that, what you want to go ahead and do is add ecto, uni ecto. Oh, I'm in the transitions. Okay, so add uni ecto. Go ahead and add it on. Turn the glow intensity down. Turn the distortion down by a little bit. Turn the size up a tiny bit. And go ahead and adjust these colors as you would like. So I did something around this. Next, what you want to do is you want to add edge glow. Go ahead and drag that below the ecto. And just make it whatever color you would like. So I'm going to make it that color. I'm going to turn the edge detect a little bit down. Turn the glow radius a tiny bit up. And finally, you just want to add some edge detect. Or not edge detect, edge glow rather. So once you find it, which I'm having trouble finding it. Alright, so here's the rays. So once you find the edge rays, what you want to go ahead and do is apply them on. Alright, drag this up. You want to ideally make it a not so bright color so that the edge rays don't stick out so much. So yeah, once you have that, you have the nice little effect in for the skin glow. and effect out. Finally, what you want to do is you want to go over here, add your impact. For me, I'm just going to use one of Dignal's impacts. I guess I could just use this one. Once you add that, go here, grab the background that I provided you guys. It is green right now, but it shouldn't be green when I send it to you guys. You want to go and put the background on, and it'll just be like a nice starry background essentially. Once you have that, you are done the effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys later. See you.